YouTube, Rufus Vladimir here, or Rufus Vlad. Either way you want it, you have it. And I'm reviewing the Xbox 360 Slim. So, I'm not really gonna make scenes separately. Well, I will. But, since this being my first review video for a product, I think I'll just do it kinda amateurly. So, let's get started. First off, this is the 360 right here, as you can see. Very nice, a little smaller compared to the old one, which I will show later on in the video. This right here I put up because the important feature is that this is a cooler. You used to use these for the old ones. You don't have to use this anymore because this now has a built-in vent and a bigger grill, and it vents through the top as well as the sides, I believe, which reduces heat, and it also shuts off if your console gets too hot, preventing it from getting any sort of red ring of death, which, interestingly enough, they don't have red LED lights in here. So really, we don't know what's going on about red ring of death, if it's gone or if it's just there. We don't know about it. Might be green ring of death. That's the only lights they have in there. As you can see, it has a nice glossy finish, which is really nice. Nice touch. But we've seen all this before with the PS3. However, it is nice looking on the 360, and I think they should have released something like this way back when, especially with its built-in Wi-Fi. Its built-in Wi-Fi is one of the fastest Wi-Fis I've seen in a console yet. About as fast as the PS3 in my opinion. But let's get started on the biggest feature, is the hard drive. The hard drive is a little different here compared to the old one. Actually, rephrase that, can't use that word, it's a lot different. As you can see, it now has a compartment that you get off. Let me show you guys. Just take a finger, go like that, it's right there. There's the hard drive. Yeah, it doesn't look like a normal 360 hard drive. Here's the hard drive. 250 gigabytes. I believe it is SATA. It was made in Thailand, so not made in China at least. No racism there. But there's a hard drive, 250 gigs, as you can see. Don't know if you guys can see it. 250 gigs. Really nice, especially if you want to download games on demand, or you're a big arcade game fan. Of course, that is a lot of Microsoft points and a lot of money to spend. But you know, $2.99 for this is a pretty good price so far. So I'll give you my final verdict at the end. But this is the 360, as you can see, and something else new that we've seen with the PS3 way before is that is touch sensitive. You don't hear any clicky. Neither on this. That's touch too. Again, they haven't addressed the issue with if you pick up the console when your disc is in, it scratches your disc. Anyone stupid enough to do that? Yeah, you should know this. Trust me. If you're stupid enough to do that, please don't buy one of these. Unless you have kids, I can understand kids. Okay, so we'll move on. This is the power brick, the new power brick. Compared to the old one, it is much smaller. And I mean small. Like literally, this is not like a game case. This is, I think, longer than this. Let me see. I got my Red Dead Redemption game case right here, and if you look, I mean, damn, look at that. That's amazing. Still, it is pretty, thick, but it's about as thick as the Xbox itself. And by the way, Red Dead Redemption is a great game. Get it. Pick it up. Get it. Play it online. So, I'll put the power brick aside, and let's talk about the controller. This is the controller, at least the new one. I don't have the battery pack on currently. I should have it on, though. Don't want to get any hair in there. Sorry guys, you couldn't see that, but this is the new controller, and as you can see, it has a nice glossy finish as well. It's all black, including all the joysticks and whatnot, and all that crap. Also chrome finish right there, as well as on the power button for the 360 Slim. And I haven't taken off the sticker yet. I probably will. Let's go to the back of the 360. The back of the 360. First off, I don't know if you guys noticed, I forgot to mention about the power brick. It has a new setup. It is pronged instead of what it used to be, and that prevents the cooler from working as well. It's not that old looking thing right there, and I quite like it very much. I like it very much. I'll probably be getting rid of that cooler. So you see that's where power goes. It has wireless internet, but it also has Ethernet. So if you want to use Ethernet, you still can. And above the internet is the biggest feature here, though. Something that we haven't seen yet, and I hope to get one at a cheap price when they are released, is the Kinect. This is where the Kinect can go. On the old 360, however, you will have to buy a separate dongle unit to connect it, which I think is personally stupid. I mean, you can still use it, but this, you're getting a lot in this 360 so far. It has HDMI port, AV cables, came with standard AV cables, digital output. I very much like that. I personally, surround sound, I use it. I enjoy it a lot, especially if you want to use a headset and not have a microphone on. I mean, you can, but that'd be kind of, don't want to break your microphone. And I will get to the microphone that came with the 360 Slim as well, because it is black as well. But if you look, it has 3 USB ports, as well as on the front, it still has the USB ports, but no memory card slots. Duh, it came with a hard drive. Which I'm curious as to say, if you have a memory card, how are you going to transfer your memory over? You could use a USB stick. Okay, but if you look, 2 more USB ports, 5 USB ports in total. And basically that's basically all the things like that. But to talk about the headset. This is the new headset. It's not really new, it's just colored black. And to tell you the truth, it's still as clumsy and still as breakable as the old one. Now a lot of people are going to probably say, oh, it's breakable. That's because you don't use it right. It probably is, son. But this has been my review of the 360, and my final verdict is coming up. So thank you all for watching. This is the new headset. It's not really new, it's just colored black. And to tell you the truth, it's still as clumsy and still as breakable as the old one. Now a lot of people are going to probably say, oh, it's breakable. That's because you don't use it right. It probably is, son. But this has been my review of the 360, and my final verdict is coming up. So thank you all for watching. So you guys may be wondering if the Xbox 360 Slim is worth buying, and my final verdict would have to be yes. It is worth buying if you have not owned a 360, and if you have not had the money to buy a wireless adapter and go through all the trouble of that. Personally, the built-in Wi-Fi is probably the best feature, and the glossy black finish is a nice feature, but we've seen all of this before with the PS3. I'm sure plenty of other reviews will say the same thing, saying, yeah, we've seen all of this with the PS3. And right now, to tell you the truth, there is no console war. There's just buying consoles at prices that are kind of low. But if you have to ask me, really good deal here. $2.99. I recommend getting this. It's not bad. It's really good. Pick it up if you can. Trade in your new Xbox at GameStop towards it. They'll give you a nice price. And you know, if you get Xbox Live really quick since Wi-Fi is there now. So guys, this is Zigzag about my review for the 360. Thank you very much for viewing.